Okay, so you're watching the AM show. Apologies, for the little delays, but we're back on track. Today is International Day of Democracy. With support from Star Ghana, we will have a conversation which will happen in a short while with the CDD's Kojo Asante, and Roland Walker will bring us that conversation. We're talking consolidating and deepening democratic governance in Ghana and the true nature of the independence of the public prosecutor. But this week, the chairman of Parliament's Legal and Constitutional Affairs Committee made an honest admission that also confirmed the worst fears of critics of the current proposed architecture of the Office of Special Prosecutor. He declared the proposed office can never be fully, truly independent. So today, we will join the world to mark International Day of Democracy. We've already started doing that. We'll start up that conversation. But this is it. Is the Office of the Special Prosecutor a democratic necessity or a needless duplicate of existing anti-corruption structures? On Ghana Connect later this evening, beyond, you can join to add your own voices to the ongoing public consultations to craft a law intended to serve our best democratic interests. So that's on Ghana Connect this Friday today, live on JoyNews, on television, on radio and online. It starts at 5:30 with Herdsmen. So this program is brought to you in association with Star Ghana, just like the conversation that we'll be having in a bit. I think it's appropriate for us to set off the tone with IDEC, and we've got the executive director joining us via Skype. Emmanuel Akwete, thank you so much for your time. We appreciate that you're out of the country, but you've made time to speak to us on this very important day, International Day of Democracy.
The line is so bad. It's so bad. Hello?
Hello, Ms. Akwete, can you hear me better now?
Oh, my goodness.
Okay.
I can't.
We seem to have a problem with that connection, so we're going to quickly work on that and then re-establish connection. You're watching the AM show. We've got to take a quick break. We will be back.
On 30th April 2010, Agogo witnessed a confrontation between security operatives, traditional authorities and angry residents who had hit the street in protest over influx of nomadic herdsmen. Though the protesters had duly informed police, they breached protocol on agreed rules and marched straight to Agogo Mahini's palace. They had also begun the march 2 hours earlier than the 8:30 a.m. agreed with police.
There were groups of the youth who have mobilized themselves. They were so angry. I rushed to the chief's palace, and they were going to jump into the palace to set the palace ablaze. Goodness, I had to literally beg them. Some of them had also mobilized to go to some other chief they perceived to be supporting the Fulanis. And then they were holding petrol, in gallons of petrol, going to burn their houses. Again, we rushed to those people and begged them, literally.
This was a hectic period because the police were shooting. As I went there, they were still shooting. And people had gun wounds. I had to support them into some vehicles straight to the hospital. So I was moving within from the police to the people. And I was lucky I was not shot. Because the police were shooting at random. And it wasn't the rubber bullets. It was real bullets.
Former Municipal Chief Executive Osebonsu admits some powerful politicians, traditional leaders and security chiefs are complicit in the devastation caused by nomadic herdsmen. He had been at the forefront of the fight against the menace and got a sack over it without the knowledge, he believes, of the late President Mills.
It cost me and my office in the sense that when this problem came up and we were solving it, the Fulani people and the herdsmen and their owners, as I told you, some were big men, So they were all causing my downfall. And then the chief and the traditional rulers also saw that, especially the chief, when he saw that, he first didn't tell me the truth about giving the land to them with indenture was also a problem to him. So he reported me to Minister of Interior and the local government, and then to the National Security. And later on, they invited me. It was there that I saw, or I heard, that they were planning to remove me because of the Fulani matter. Later, when the president came, he called me at his office, and then he told me the president knew nothing about it. And so I sent a petition to the presidency, then a copy to the Minister of Interior, a copy to the local government minister. It was there that I heard that it was our chief, Nana Kweku Sapong, and the local government minister, Honorable Ampofo, and then some party executives connived to remove me. Then I waited for the Council of State to have a meeting. After the meeting, then before he could call me, within 5 minutes, the General Secretary, Johnson Sidin Kedia, came there. He saw me personally and told me it is because of me that I had come there. And I asked him, why? What? You see, he had heard that I'm going to be reinstated. I will never accept that.